So have you ever had an experience where you had something like a project or a relationship where it clearly wasn't working, but you had already invested a lot of time and energy into it? And so you were trying your best to salvage it and to repair it instead of just starting fresh because you felt like if you just started over, then you would waste all the time that you invested in it. This is what I experienced recently as I was editing my novel. And on the most recent chapter, nothing in this chapter was working. It just felt totally flat. The whole thing was just the characters' thoughts, and they weren't even really interesting. There was no conflict or no tension. And I kept staring at the page and kept moving around sentences and kept thinking, okay, well, how can I make this sound a little bit better? And finally, I was like, okay, I'm looking at this the wrong way, and it would be much easier just to scrap the whole chapter and just to start over. And at first, that felt really heavy and really frustrating because it felt like all the hard work was just down the drain. But I realized that no, all of that was just reinforcing what I didn't want, which then helped to illuminate with greater clarity what I did want. And then I started thinking about, okay, what would actually make this chapter good, and started actually getting really excited about it. And I think we can apply the same thing to these manifestation concepts that we learn about as well. Because so much of us, myself included, come into it with the fixer mentality. How can I fix all the things that I don't like about myself and my life? How can I fix all my limiting beliefs? Or how can I fix my self-concepts? And you probably found that the more problems and the more flaws and the more limitations you pull up, the more problems you discover. And so it just becomes this endless process of discovering problems and problem management as opposed to actually experiencing the life that you want. So just like I did with my book, or with this chapter in my book, and just like you can do with whatever project that you're working on, where maybe it's not going the way that you wanted, what if you just viewed everything as a clean slate and viewed every single moment as a clean slate? And instead of asking yourself, why is this not working? Or how did I get here? Analyzing the patterns, how do I fix this? Asking, what is it that I want in this moment? What is it that I want right now? And see what unfolds.